Hello guys! So today we're going to learn PHP functions. Okay, let's start by knowing what is a function. A function is a block of code designed to perform a particular task. A function will be executed by a call to the function. So why function? We can reuse code, define the code once, and use it many times. We can use the same code many times with different arguments to produce different results. Okay? Okay, so how to create a function? Okay, so a function declaration starts with the word function. So we have here yung syntax natin, yung function, then yung function name, open close parentheses, then yung curly brackets. Okay? So sa loob ng curly brackets, dyan natin ilalagay yung mga executable codes. Okay? Note, a function name can start with a letter or underscore. Okay? Not a number. Okay? Tip. Give the function a name that reflects what the function does. Okay? So we have here yung sample natin. So we define or declare a function having a function name of display name. So dito, I try to display Raymond. Okay? Okay, so we are now done creating or declaring our function. Ngayon, paano naman natin matitrigger or matatawag yung isang function para i-execute yung mga codes natin? Okay, so let's try to answer this question. How do we call a function? So we have this function declaration. So to call that function, all we need to do is something like this. Call it by its function name. Then open close parentheses. Then if there's need to put semicolon, then do it. Okay? So once we call it, it will output this one, Raymond. Okay? So we have another example wherein we call the function twice. Okay? So the output will be Raymond and Raymond. Okay? So that's how we call yung isang function. Okay, now, what if yung value na madi-display, hindi palaging Raymond yung madi-display? What if we want it to be dynamic? Yung bang if we try to call a function, then we can pass a value, then yung value na ipapasa natin, that's the one that will be displayed. So, paano naman yung ganon? So, let's try to answer this question. How to pass a value to a function? Okay? Information can be passed to functions through argument. An argument is just like a variable. Arguments are specified after the function name inside the parentheses. Okay? You can add as many arguments as you want. Just separate them with a comma. So we have here yung syntax natin. Of course, function, then function name, then yung mga argument natin. Okay? So we separate each argument with a comma. Okay, guys? Okay, now let's try to have our example. So we have our function display name and we have here yung argument natin. Then, dito sa ating echo statement, we try to hello yung name. Okay? So let's try to call the function and pass an argument. So in our first example, meron tayong argument na Raymond. So the output will be hello Raymond. Okay? Now, we can call the function 3 times. And also, we can pass different argument. We have here yung Raymond, yung Richard, at saka yung Caroline. So the output will be hello Raymond, hello Richard, and hello Caroline. Okay, guys? So that's how we pass yung value sa isang function. Okay? Okay, now let's have another example. So we define or declare a function of add number. Then we have two arguments, which is the num1 and num2. Okay, so in this part of our code, we calculate the sum of the num1 and num2 here. Then in this statement, we try to display the sum of the number. Okay? Then if we call the function and passing an argument of 10 and 5, basically the output will be the sum is 15. Now, if we call the function having different argument, which is 20 and 30, then we will have this output. Okay? Pero, what if we didn't pass any value? Kagaya nito. What do you think, guys, will be the output? So basically, it will be a fatal error. Bakit kamo? The function here are expecting or is expecting to pass or to receive any argument coming from the caller. So since we didn't pass any arguments, so nagkaroon ng error. Okay? So ang tanong ngayon, paano tayo makaka-avoid ng ganung mga situation na error? Okay? Na kung saan, o kahit hindi tayo magpasa ng value, it will just display something or sabihin nating 0. Okay? So, let's try to answer this kind of question. How to set a default argument value? Okay, so having this kind of function that we have declared, kung gagawin lang natin is that, do it something like this. Num1 equals 0 and num2 equals to 0. So since we're expecting for a number, we set the default value to be 0. But if we're expecting for a string, then we can initialize or define a value of empty string. Okay? Ngayon, if we try to call the function, although wala tayong argument na pinasa, the output will be something like this. The sum is 0. Now, if we call the function but only passing the first argument, then we can still have the output of the sum is 20. Okay guys, so that's how we set the default value in a function. Okay guys? Okay, so ngayon guys, what if we don't want the function to display immediately yung mga output na gusto natin? What if we just want it to process the calculation, then parang ibalik sa atin yung mga result after calling that particular function? So paano naman yung ganun? Okay, so let's try to answer this one. How to return a value from a function? Okay, so to let a function return a value, use the return statement. So currently ito yung sample function natin wherein we try to echo. So instead of doing that, we can have this one. After the calculation, then return the sum. Yung mangyayari niyan, once we call the function, ibabalik ng function sa caller yung result. Then, pwede na natin i-manipulate whatever process that we're going to do. Okay? Example. We have here yung add number. We pass an argument of 10 and 5. And instead of displaying it, we just return it and yung sum na variable natin yung nag-catch ng return value. Now, we're going to display different kind of result or output rather. So, the result of 10 plus 5 is 15 comparing yung kanina na mga output. Okay? Na kung saan sinasabi lang the sum is 15. Ngayon, dinagdagan pa natin ng ibang text. Okay? So, na-control natin yung output. Now, another example. So, we call the function. Then here, we try to add 10 for our total. Okay? Then, display the final output, which is 25 na. Okay? So, that's the good thing. That's the good thing, guys, on having the return statement in our function. Nako-control natin yung specific output na gusto natin, and we can still add more processes that we want for that particular result before we try to display it. Okay? So, mainam if kung gagawa man tayo ng mga function is to return lang muna yung mga value. Okay guys? So, that's how we set up yung return value from a function. Okay. Okay, so quick activity muna tayo guys. Create a simple PHP calculator that would ask the user to enter two numbers and choose an operator, then display the answer. For the operator, use drop-down list where the user can select whether add, subtract, multiply, or divide. Then each operator should correspond to a particular PHP function like add number, subtract number, multiply number, and divide number. Okay, so pagdating sa mga function name guys, it's up to you if you're going to follow this one or you can make your own function name as long as it corresponds to the particular operator. Okay, then each function should accept an arguments for the calculation and return the result. Okay, so we have here yung sample form natin. We have number 1 and number 2, then the operator. Then if we try to fill it out, okay, something like this, then if we try to submit that one, it should have this kind of output. Okay, so the answer will be at the bottom part. Okay guys, so yun ang ating activity ngayon. Okay, so before you start our activity, what I want you to do is to pause the video, then so that you can work on our activity. Then after that, you can play it back. Then i-share ko naman sa inyo kung paano ko gagawin yung activity natin. Okay guys? So, make a pause. Okay, so ngayon, let me try to share you naman kung paano ko naman gagawin yung activity natin. Okay? So, start ko lang yung Apache server. Okay, then go to D kung saan ko na-install yung SAMP. New folder. Project. Okay. Then, text editor. Open folder. D. SAMP htdocs. Project. Okay. Now, let me create new file. Index.php. Then HTML. Then learning PHP functions. Okay, lagay ko lang dito. Okay, so let me try to run that one. Localhost project. Okay. Now is the first thing na gagawin ko is to create yung form natin. So, form. So yung action is just empty since within the same file lang naman. Then I'm going to use post. Then I'm going to use yung paragraph tag lang. So first is yung number 1. Then BR. Then input. Text. Yung iba, gumagamit sila ng input type na number. But for simplicity, we're just going to use yung text. num1. Kasi there are other browser that hindi pa supported yung input type number. Okay. So num2. Then next is yung operator. Okay, so we're going to use yung drop down list for this. Okay. Then lagay ako ng options. First, gusto ko blank lang. Value equals to blank. Mali. Value. Okay. Then yung iba, yung add, then yung subtract, then yung multiply, tapos yung divide. So add, subtract, multiply, then divide. Okay. Then of course we need to set the name here. Sabihin natin operator. Okay, so first we need to have a submit button. Type submit. Then, sabihin natin submit din dito yung name. Or we can change this. Sabihin natin calculate. Then, dito, sabihin rin natin calculate instead of submit. Okay lang yan. Calculate. Okay, try natin. Okay, so we have the form. Now, the next thing na gagawin natin is yung pag-check ng form if it is already submitted. So, if set yung name natin, $_post, then if it is set, then therefore the form is already submitted. Okay, so I'm going to create yung mga num1. So, palitan ko lang to ng pangalan dito. Okay. Then, yung num2 will be this one. Then, yung num3 naman will be this one. Okay? Num3, I mean yung operator. Now, gagawa tayo ng if statement na naman. We're going to compare yung operator. So, if yung operator is equals to add, then addition yung tatawagin nating function. So, you can use if statement. You can also use switch case. Okay. Subtract. Then, multiply. Then, yung divide. Okay. Then, pwede ako dito mag-declare ng sabihin natin yung result. Tapos, kung ano man yung magiging result, gusto ko siyang echo dito sa baba. So, sabihin kong H2. Okay. Then, I would like to concatenate the result dito. So, kung walang value na ipinasa, then, walang result na output. Okay? So, wala pa namang error. So, ngayon, yung gagawin natin is to create yung mga function natin. So, yung gagawin ko, I'm going to create new file and save this as function. So, you can name it anything you want. Then, open close, PHP tag. Ngayon, since lahat ng nandito na code is about PHP, kahit wala siyang closing, okay lang yan. Basta lahat ng code is PHP code. Okay? So, gagawa tayo ng function. First function is add number. Then, basically, we expect 1, then num2. So, it's up to you guys if you're going to set yung default value. For now, kahit hindi, okay lang. Basta makagawa tayo ng mga functions. Then, dito, pwede ko namang i-return yung sum agad. Ganon. So, there are two ways na pwede nyo gawin. You can set it something like this or you can set it with a variable. Sabihin natin ganon. Then, return or yung result. Okay? So, pwede rin yung kanina, yung ganito. At least, minimal yung code. Okay? Then, create pa tayo ng isa. Which is yung subtract number. Then, minus natin dito. Then, multiply number. Okay. Then, first, we need to change the still to multiplication. Then, divide naman. Then, gawin natin tong divide. Okay? So, yun. Ngayon, this function is in a separate file. Now, we're going to use the file inclusion sa taas. Okay, so we're going to use the require once para make sure tayo na isa lang yung may include or marirequire. Then, yung file name which is functions.php. So, try muna natin. Baka may error. Okay, so far wala. Now, yung mga function, tatawagin na natin every time nagkaroon ng match pagdating sa mga operator. So, I assign or pass a value here. Then, call the function. Then, kung ano man yung return niya, then ipapasa niya sa variable result. num1 and num2. Okay, so same process here. Iba lang yung function. Okay, then for multiplication naman. Then for division. Okay. Okay, so let's try the code kung okay na ba siya. Refresh. Let me put some number of 20 and 5 and choose an operator. So calculate. Okay, tama. So what if we try to choose naman yung subtract? Okay, good. Then if we choose other sabihin multiply 100. Okay. If we choose yung divide naman, okay, 4. Okay, so it works. Okay, so our function works. So basically here guys, yung ginawa ko dito, I try to separate here para at least masiseparate natin yung logic sa mga HTML codes. Okay, so at least nagiging malinis tingnan kasi purely PHP code lang yung dito. Okay, so dito of course yung mga minimal coding of PHP yung ilalagay na lang natin dito. Pero kung yung mga calculation logic, let's try to separate them out na lang. Okay, so I think that's it guys. So I hope you learned something new today regarding our topic, which is about functions, how to define the functions or declare the functions, how we pass an argument to the function, how to set the default value, then how to return the value from a function. Okay, so those are the things that we have discussed so far or learned so far in this particular part of our series. Okay, so I think that's it. So just like I always say guys, just keep practicing and never stop learning. Thank you for watching guys, and goodbye for now.